The pilot of the Gundam liveth her from dawn of fold. Sophie Pallone is the character from Gundam Witch from Mercury. Now, this was the character that was in the last few episodes of season 1, and she, when you first see her, she's a very sadistic and aggressive girl, basically someone who is just hired as a mercenary. That's all you see in the surface level. Now, I'm sure you've seen the last episode of Witch from Mercury, and it was basically Sophie's last moments in the series, and she played such a great role, the actress. I thought it'd be something worth talking about, just because as you get to know the character, she's a very, very simple-minded character, as you find out, as you learn more and more about her. And it's really crazy because just the way the acting and the way she talks, it's you kind of sympathize her for a little bit, and she's really the definition of what a normal soldier is in the Gundam series. And again, I want to get a little more details, so there will be some clips, and I guess spoilers if you haven't watched it yet, but there'll basically be some clips that I want to go over and basically just appreciate this character and what she's given us for the show. So it kind of starts here of the introduction, how these characters are introduced. Obviously, they're two mercenaries, and obviously they look a lot like Amuro and Camille. This is Sophie right here, and as you can see, she's just watching the Gundam commercial. And when you first see them, they're just kind of like, I guess you can say they're kind of mysterious, and they don't really talk much, right? So you don't really get a personality out of them. But out of the two, you can tell which one is the more active one. So as you can see, she's the more excited one. And you can see that's where they live. And it's kind of rough, living on Earth like that. And this is where you kind of see like her battle skills and kind of what kind of person she is. I mean, her weapon is freaking sick. And you can tell she's really excited to battle and to fight with her Gundam, as you can see here. And this is where they have their fight, with Soletta the first round. I'm going to skip a little bit because I kind of only want to show her battling. And as you can see, she's really like, she really like has no mercy, and she just goes all out. As you can see here, she obviously has a lot of battle skills. So when you first see her, she's just kind of like a normal soldier, basically, who is kind of a little bit cuckoo in the head. But besides that, you don't really get much out of her from this season for the rest of the season. And of course, she knows how to use the permanent score, which is pretty crazy. So you can see here, she has a personality a little bit. You kind of get to see her personality a little bit. She's just excited. So you don't really get much out of here, to be honest, of her character. But as you go into season 2, you kind of develop more of her human side. And it's crazy already. By episode, I guess episode 1 on the season 2, they're already going into school with them. And she does such a good acting about this, because you can't even tell she's a mercenary. You can tell she's just a normal student, and they've already joined the house so soon. So you're just kind of like, wow, they're really picking up the pace here. And as you can see from this photo, you can totally tell who is more excited to be here. Really good. And this is when you start to feel like what she really wants, and you'll find out by episode 2, but I don't want to get there just yet. But you can totally tell, as right here, she's just a really excited one. She's fun, and literally, like you can see here, she genuinely just wants to be a friend, and she just wants to be Soletta's sister. And of course, in the end of the episode, it kind of gets pretty crazy. And she just, okay, so she has a string. I was wondering, like, how the heck should he jump so high? So you can only tell how ruthless she is already, and she just does not give a crap. So, and it's really intense. Like, you can really tell that she's just willing to kill if she has to. And what she truly wants, she really wants a family, and that's what she asks if she wins the battle. That's all she wants. She just wants to be a family member for Soletta, or just longing to have that love. And in the Gundam series, a lot of pilots want that. They want to feel that love, and that's basically, what she truly wants in life. And this scene is super important, and you really get to appreciate the voice actress on how much effort she put into this role, and the authenticity of Sophie and what she truly wants in the scene. Like, you can totally tell she put her heart and soul into this. And she's really given the reality of what it is to pilot a Gundam or a mobile suit. And you can tell what she really just explains what she truly wants, you know, out of everything. Like, she wants to eat, she wants to sleep on a bed. It's just very common things, but she doesn't have, you know, read comics, video games, and you know, a family that, you know, that she never had. And this is crazy because it's something so simple, but she goes so far in the point of, you know, basically murdering people or going into war just to get the basic needs of life. But I guess in a way, not everyone gets the privilege to get all this. So I'm not saying that, oh my god, like it's like, you know, first world problems, but you know, it's tough, you know, living in her like putting in her shoes, right? And this is when she's fighting Celetta towards the end, and this is what triggers Celetta right here. And she's like, oh crap, nope. And you can tell that really screws her over from using the like, the acting is so good. Just these last lines of her. And you can tell this is what Alon kind of figured out too, of you know, what truly Aerial is. And she knows. And she discovers that it wasn't Celetta at all, because you can tell Celetta doesn't even have the permanent scores on her face. And this is when she realized Eri is the one that's been in it. So crazy. And this just mind boggled everybody. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that saw this. This was insane. And of course, in her last breath, you know, she just realized that Celetta wasn't the one. It was Eri the entire time. And unfortunately, from the permit score, or using the, I guess, the last of her energy of the Gundam, she dies, you know. And it's really sad. And from this point, where you start to really feel sorry for these two, because the curse on them is that they have these permit scores for the Gundams, and they just, what do? They just die, you know. And they're known for just being soldiers. Now, I know not everyone's gonna think the same way in the comments. They're probably gonna say, hey, you know, like, she deserved it, blah blah blah. But again, this is just my thoughts, and this is just a video just to appreciate Sophie and of course the voice actress. And this was an amazing character, in my personal opinion. I can't wait for episode 3, so I hope you guys are excited. What are you guys' thoughts? And if you want, make sure you comment below, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hey, I was watching that.